Okay, so once again, welcome back everybody in my channel today. Hope you are doing good and well. And we are on the day number 8. Day number 8, I was trying to be show you a lot, but unfortunately, it did not work for me. And I want to be share that update with you all. So in the day number 7, we saw that how we can create the security incident. It can be manual, it can be automatic as well. For the automatic, we have an email passing. For the manual, we have a catalog. Security incident catalog, we have a normal incident, and then we have a security incident as well. From there, we can create the this part. And we saw about the setup assistant as well. Now in the day number 8, my intention was to show you the which I says that major incident management. Not major, it's a major security incident management actually. But unfortunately, when I was trying to search the plugins here, if you can, I can show you here. Let me go and I can search for the plugins and click on the right click here. If you, I'm just to remind it again that I'm on the Vancouver release at point of time, and this is the new page which is given by ServiceNow for the this part. And come here and I search for the major security incident, CID and incident, and enter. So I got this. There's a no family plugin, no ServiceNow product, but we have a store application only. This one. And it starts with the SN_MSI major security incident. When I click on this, I think that hopefully I was able to get this particular app or particular product in my PDI. But when I click on the install, I got this as a stuff which I need to purchase from the store. I try to find out that is there any way that I can purchase from the store, but later on when I did some research, I found that these are only available for the enterprise only, not for the PDIs. But again, let me tell you that when I was doing my labs, this was available in the labs itself, because that instance was given by ServiceNow to the participants for their hands-on part. So unfortunately, I'm not able to show you the front end that how it will look like, but we can discuss little bit on this part. But if you are working in your client instances, your official instances, definitely you can get this particular app or this particular application, mainly I can say plugin in your enterprise, or I can say your official instances. Once you install this plugin, then you will get a few more tables which start with SN_MSI, SN_MSI. What you will get extra? Number one, you will get the workspace. I'm not saying workspace. I must say it's a dedicated workspace which work for MSI only. Means, so in the last one we saw that we have a workspace for the security incident. In the same manner, once we install this MSI plugin, we are going to get the dedicated workspace for the major security incident as well. This is the number one part. Number two, like the way we are able to do the major incident management, MIM, I'm saying, means we can propose and we can promote. Same cycle will be applicable here as well. That is the number two part. It means from the process side, there's no difference, but from the interface wise, there's a difference. Number three, need a special rule. SI part. To work on this part, a special rule will be there. Like in the ITSM part, we have a major incident manager rule. In the same manner, we have a MSI manager rule in this particular area as well. So this is what the three things will be coming when you activate this plugin. Let's try to find out something here. If I can show you something, major security incident management. I got some links so that I can show the screenshots at least. So what they say that it is a workspace to track and resolve major security incident. Now, one thing which is important, we missed out that what is major security incident? It is totally depend from the customer to customer. or account to account, that what they want to be considered as a major security incident. Okay, that is the one part. Don't think that it's given by something given by ServiceNow. No, but we can use this, or sorry, we can define our policies, our rules, that what is the major security incident. But another benefit for this workspace is that, as you say, I missed out earlier. Number 4 part, you will get a Microsoft MS, this one, SharePoint activity as well. MS SharePoint activity. What this means, that it will provide you the collaboration of MS SharePoint and the MSIM workspace, and you are keeping track of all the things from there. I know that theoretically I'm not able to explain much better the way I can show you on the screen, but this is what the thing. And also we will get a connectivity for the MS Teams only. So this is what you are seeing, because our failure was happened. Why we're not able to install? Because we don't have Teams and the SP Spoke. It means when I install the major incident security plugin with the workspace, I'm getting these 2 benefits as well. I can put my details directly on the SharePoint, and I can put things on the chat as well. This is the another benefit which was not available in the normal major incident management. It is only available in the major security incident management. Okay, I'm not going to be in the depth that why we need major security incident, because we know that security is on the topmost priority and we cannot spend day and days to solve it. We need hours or less than the hours to close these incidents. Otherwise, there is a lot of problem we are going to be faced in that part. Also, it is not like that MS or the major security incident work in the standalone. It always work with the security incident team only, with the same capabilities. But yes, the decision power, the authorization power will be little different on that particular area. Okay, now what we are getting with this MSI part, let me search this here and click on images. If I get something major insecurity incident, it's on YouTube. I guess this is the videos given by ServiceNow. So you can go through this ServiceNow videos as well if you want to be understand that part, but you cannot install this MSI in your PDIs. That's very hard to be safe for me here. It's all the YouTube videos. So I don't want to be open this. Let me show you something on this. Okay, major security incident. Let me try to open these plugins again. Okay. Major security incident. This is what I want to see. That can I get team chat, incident response, this one. No, I'm not able to see this particular part. That okay, view all. Nice. Oh, we have this thing. Workspaces. Let's show this thing. Let's open this thing and see here. Can I see something? Some screenshots just to be go through. Not here. Not here. Okay, let's leave it. Come this side. So this is what the I know that it is again tough to be defined on that part, but in this part, what you can do or what ServiceNow provide as a major part. Number 1, it provided dedicated workspace. Number 2, it is a collaboration with these 2 as well. Number 3, we can create our task, and number 4, we can use MSI workspace for the reporting purpose as well, which I cannot show you on that particular part. From the examination perspective, I can say that this topic is important. You can, when you get the do the lab, and sorry, when you get this course and you're reading the ebook, in the ebook, the lot of theoretical portion has been given, and the questions directly came in that particular domain only. So you have to be read the word by word and the line by line on that particular part here, which I cannot show you something here. Again, it's not my mistake. It's a PDI or ServiceNow capabilities that we have to be restrict something on that particular area. Okay, so one thing which I was saying, that we have a capability here to propose and the promote as well. Did I mention this one? Right, propose and the promote. So any user who has a basic security incident role, he can propose it, and after that the manager who is from that particular team that can do the promotion from the normal incident, or he or she can create the direct major incident from the workspace itself. This is what I can tell you here on about the major incident part. Now let's come to the next part here. This is what I'm not able to show. That is, I mentioned the red color that not able to show you guys on that particular part. The next part or the next topic in the sequence is mainly the threat intelligence. As we know that, let's understand the meaning of the threat here. What is threat intelligence meaning? Let me scroll up and all. Oops. Okay, let me. Threat intelligence. This one. So what the threat intelligence says? Threat intelligence meaning, so that we can understand the layman language. Okay. If practically I say, basically threat intelligence is something which help to find out the threats, the fear, the loopholes, that how a user or how someone can attack on my system. Okay, there are the two things which I can say here. Threat intelligence means collection of valuable or critical information. So what I can say, let me come here to be right so that easy to be remember. Threat intelligence, it's a collection of events, or not event, I can say. Okay, event, not event. Even if it become event, then it's not the threat intelligence. Collection of information critical in nature. Okay, and it is something against any event. So like I or someone can die or someone can dead. This is a threat. But if something happened to respond to that event, see, death is one of the event, and the fear to death is a threat for me. This is what I can say. What ServiceNow says, or what I got in one of the document of ServiceNow, is process of collecting information which is critical in nature for the act or respond to an event. That is called the threat intelligence. But is the threat intelligence contain only this thing? No. Threat intelligence has three things, and we call this as a TTP. What is the I can say, what is the technique, what is the tactics, and what are the procedure? Which technique or tactic I'm using to produce this particular threat? Like I know this is not a good example, but sometimes we say, or we told our kids, if you will not do the homework, I will not take you to the garden. So we have a technique, maybe just show the eyes, maybe just show a little anger to produce that particular thing or produce that particular threat in the mind of a children. This is what the threat intelligence, and the children mind start collecting that intelligence. It's collecting the information that if my father or mother show me the eyes or show me some kind of a slap format, or put some kind of information, no, you're not a good boy, you're not a bad boy, don't, you're watching a lot of TV, you're doing a lot of angry. These are the information he's collecting in his mind. There's a threat intelligence. So tomorrow, if someone, we go somewhere and I show him little eyes, he understands that if I do something wrong, this thing can happen to me. And to do this part, I have some techniques, I have some tactics, and I have some procedure to produce this particular part. This is what the threat intelligence says here. In the threat intelligence, these three words are very much important. TTP, technique, you can see here, TTP, technique, tactics, and the procedure. Okay, now what is the meaning that how I got to know that this is a threat? That this is a threat. In this particular part, I use a very specific word called the observable. I know that this student is not going to be clear his final exams. How I know? That is a threat in my mind that he is not able to clear the exam. But how I know? I observe his behavior. I observe his previous performances. I observe his class records. I observe his nature, that he's not getting in a mood to be read or study. This is what the observable. I am getting sign that he was good in study, but now he is not sit or give a lot of time in the studies. This is what the sign it's there. And in our service, in our IT industry, we use basically indicator of compromises. I give the very basic example on that part. We people travel a lot in train, in bus, airports, flight, and sometimes what happens that our phone is about to die. Charging is almost, or the battery is almost over. And we just directly take out our USB cable and put into the plugs. Not plugs, put into the USB ports only, which is a kind of a compromising of the indicator of the compromise. You're compromising your security here. That is, it is said that either traveling by flight, train, bus, anywhere, never ever put your USB cable to charge your phone, because from that the data can be directly moved. Better use the plug, complete 2-pin, 3-pin plug, and then charge it, because otherwise you're compromising on your security. This is what come in the threat intelligence. So in the threat intelligence, we have two major things. Number one, we have a observable, and we have a indicators of the compromise. Now, when we see that, okay, this thing can be happen. This is a threat, like techniques. What are the techniques here? What is it? What are the tactics here? What is the procedure here? It can be in the network world. It can be DDoS. It can be cyber frauds. Phishing in one of the way to do these techniques. Sharing the unknown link or clicking on the unknown links, not a safe link, you're getting the compromising. And this is what the techniques has been used by the hackers or the hacktivist. Okay, now how we can learn from this part means what is the life cycle we have to follow on this part. So it says that we have to be aggregate, and we have to be contextualize, we have to be prioritize, we have to be utilize, and we have to be learn. So it is a cycle. If you're getting anything new, aggregate it, put in a context, set the priority, set the or utilize it to enrich your data, and finally learn from that particular part. This is what we are talking about the threat intelligence. Now let's understand about these terms. This is what important in the ServiceNow world. Okay, I have three major terms here: STIX, TAXII, and SIBOX. STIX, it stands for this is a structured threat information express. Means it is a combination of the four different words. If in a layman language, I can say that this is the way that we define sorry, yeah. Just give me a minute here. I guess something wrong with my system. Give me a minute. Let me check here. Someone at the door or something. And I go here. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm just doing this part. Just let me check if it's all going good or not. Okay, speakers are on here. Okay. So we were discussing about the STIX, TAXII, and the SIBOX here, right? So STIX basically it's a structured format by which we can understand the description of a threat data. Like it's kind of a formula to do this particular part. It's a way to do this particular part. TAXI is called the transformation, trusted automated exchange of intelligence information, that how I'll make sure that I get the information only and only from the trusted sources kind of things. So it is a mechanism to transfer or the transport the threat intelligence data from one to the another place. And SIBOX. SIBOX stands for the cyber observable expression. That what are the common parameters, what are the common structure, what are the common stuff I have to be look out and say, yes, these are the observable which can impact to my enterprise cyber security. This is what is basically considered in this part. And at the last, which we have this TTP techniques, tactics, techniques, and the procedures, which are kind of a patterns, I can say, which are kind of a perform or methods to do something. And it is for the, it has been done, or I can say, or this can be performed by the one person or the set of persons to make the things wrong there. Okay, so this is all about this particular three terms which we need to be understand on that particular part. So how it works specifically, if I say on the broader level, what is the life cycle it says? Let me come back here. And oh, yep, here. Okay. Yes. So number one, we collect the data. This is what the aggregate. Okay. Then we remove all the false or unwanted stuff. That okay, this is not my use. This is something wrong information I collected. Then we aggregate or we coupled it. Means which look similar in the nature. Let's bring it together. And then we convert this into the context. Okay, this is for the context of the ransom. No, this is the context of the cyber attack. No, this is the context of the some other virus has been introduced here. Okay, then we get, so now we have reached here. And after that, we can do the priority, that which one need to be handled first and utilize that priority, and then again learn to enrich our data. So we can get the data again, as I say, we can get the data from the network monitoring tool, from the DNS servers, we can get the data, and also from the firewall, we can get this contextualization and aggregation part can be taken on that particular area. Now, who are the hackists? Means who can hack my systems? Maybe some criminals, maybe some internal people, maybe my competitors, maybe the foreign users or the foreign competitions, or maybe some employee who is not happy with my services or internally working and they want to be, or he or she want to be destroy everything on that particular part. So these are the hackists which can put, and it can be a person, it can be a group of person, or it can be a complete entity who can put this hacking part on our stuff, and it can create a problem for us on that particular part. Now let's take a break here, and in the day 9 we start, or we will work on the two things. One is the observable, that what are the observable, what is ISO, or I can say indicator of compromise, IOCs, and then we discuss about the MITRE and ATT and CK tag. So for the time being, let's take a break here, and I'll connect again on the day number 9, guys. Take care and bye bye.